What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So as you saw, we got our new block in, and I kind of snuck in on him while he was finishing up the honing process, and he was extremely meticulous with it, and he got this bore 100% perfect. It is 1.5 thou, which is exactly what I told him. 100% round and no taper at all, so he killed it. It is perfect. And actually, we measured it before he even took the torque plate off. As he was finishing up the honing process, we measured it and it was 100% perfect. And now we're back at home, no torque plate on it. And I want to show you guys the importance of a torque plate. So like I said, it was 100% round, absolutely perfectly round with that torque plate bolted on. Now that it's off, I'm going to show you on the bore gauge, and I'm also going to drop a piston into the bore and show you how out of round this thing gets and how tight that piston is in that bore. So here's the bore gauge. This is set at the piston diameter, so this will show you the exact clearance. So we're on the top of the cylinder here. So we got 1.7 right here. Right there we got almost about 1/2 thou. About 1/2 thou there. About 1.5 thou there. So you can see how out of round this thing is. Right there. That's what I was going to show you. There's literally, it's right there is the same diameter of the piston. So that is how much of a difference that torque plate makes when you bolt it on the engine. And I got a piston here. I'll show you just how tight this is in the cylinder. It sits there, and once you get it past the top of the bore, it moves free right there. So once you get that skirt past the top of the bore, plenty of clearance. But the reason for that is, like I said in previous videos, these bolts go down, or the studs, head bolts, head studs, whatever, go down about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and that is really the amount that is distorted in that cylinder. So the top 1.5 inches of that cylinder becomes distorted when you torque a plate on it. And that is exactly what I'm measuring with the bore gauge and verifying with the piston. And I was actually talking to Frank, Frank's TDI. If you guys don't know him, he is like the TDI guy, knows everything about him. He sets his clearance at 1 thou and 2/10, so that's 3/10 smaller than what I have. And he says that he has to freeze a piston and heat the block up just to get that piston into the bore. So that is just proof that specifically this motor needs a torque plate when you have it bored or honed. So now that we have a good bore, we need to set all the ring end gaps, make sure that's all good. And I need to put this thing together one last time and get the whole bottom end together, check that piston protrusion, make sure that's in spec. He didn't take much off, so I may have to bring that block back to have him get it in spec, but I'm gonna throw it all together, see where it's at, and hopefully we don't have to bring it back. But if we do, not a big deal. He'll skim it and we'll be done. So let's throw this bottom end together and see what we got. All right guys, everything's in, everything's torqued. So let's grab we're gonna do the same thing with the block across the top and with the mag-based dial indicator. See where we're at. Just by looking at it, it looks like it's a little bit low, which is a good thing. So I might have to just bring this block back, have it just decked a little bit, but that's all eyeballs. So let's get some measuring tools on it and see where we're at. All right guys, the stick out of these pistons is right about 30 thousandths, and the minimum for a one hole gasket is, I believe, 36 thousandths. So like I thought, I'm gonna have to bring the block back, have them take, I don't know, 6, 7, maybe 8 thou off the deck, and that will put us right at the lower range of a one hole gasket. So gotta tear this thing back down, drop it off in the morning. Hopefully he can just skim it off real quick, pull a few thou off, and we'll have it back. All right, we just got back from the machine shop. So I had him pull 7 thousandths off the top of the deck. So that should get us right at like 36, 37 thousandths stick out. So I'm not going to bore you guys putting it together again. So I'm going to throw it all together, check that, make sure that's good. All right, went and checked the protrusion after he milled this block again, and we are right at 37 thousandths. So that is perfect. So I ordered up a one hole head gasket. So the last thing we got to check before we really dive into this thing, get it painted and everything, is ring end gap. So what I'm going to be running is 0.4 millimeters top ring, second ring 0.48 millimeters, and then drop back down to about 0.40 for the oil ring. So let's get these in there, straighten it out with a piston. I know I've showed you guys that before. So you just stick the ring in and then take your piston, shove it down in there to straighten out that ring in the bore, make sure it's all square, and then choose a feeler gauge, and let's see what these things are at. All right, so I just checked number one, and they actually are really close. Top ring is like right at 0.40 millimeters. Second ring is right at 0.48. And this oil ring, I wanted 0.40, and it's like, it's a loose 0.38, and 0.40 is really, really tight. So I may just open that up just a touch. But I'm gonna go through, check all the other ones, and make sure they're all in spec. I think I might just run with these. They're actually really, really close. So I'll get these other ones checked out, and if those are good, we'll get this block ready for some primer. All right, I'm gonna get this block ready for some primer. So I'm just gonna go around with a little wire wheel and just hit the loose areas, like some of these chips. Make sure there's no loose paint anywhere, and then I'll go through and clean it really well. This thing's actually been hot tanked like 2 or 3 times, so it's actually really clean. Alright guys, block's all masked off, ready to go. So I'm gonna get some primer mixed up. We're gonna epoxy it, and then we'll shoot, just have some single stage black. We'll shoot on it. All right, it's been a few hours. I got 2 coats of epoxy on this block, so now I'm going to mix up some paint. So I'm just gonna use a single stage black, just your typical black single stage, and hose this puppy out. Alright guys, there it is, all painted up. Ended up putting 3 coats on it. Covered really nice, and should look really good when it's all together. Pretty stoked on how that came out. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut this video here. I gotta wait for this paint. Probably give it, I don't know, 3-4 days to harden up, and then we'll start putting this thing together. So I am freaking stoked. I cannot wait to start putting this thing together and seeing this project finally being completed. So it's been a long process. Just this motor has taken me so far, I think it's been 6-7 weeks, just because the shop screwed up, and waiting for parts. It took 5 weeks, like I said, to get that torque plate in. So it's definitely taken some time. In the end, I think it'll be worth it. It's gonna look sweet. Hopefully it'll run 10 times better than it did. Not that it didn't run good before, but being a brand new motor, should run like brand new. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll get this bottom end together. I'm not sure how far I'll get. I still am waiting for the head gasket and that whole top end kit. So you guys know I had to wait to order that head gasket to order the correct thickness. So I'm waiting for that to come in. Once that comes in, we can get the whole entire motor together, get this thing in the truck and freaking fire it up. So I'm excited guys. I can't wait to get this thing together. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.